Several U.S. military bases in Europe are reportedly under high alert for terror attacks that would target American service members. The U.S. European Command raising the alert level to Charlie. That is the highest it's been in nearly a decade. Let's bring in United States Marine veteran Kate Monroe to dive into this. Along with several facilities in Germany, U.S. Army bases in Italy, Romania, and Bulgaria have also received these threats. According to Stars and Stripes, Several U.S. military bases in Europe are reportedly under high alert for terror attacks that would target American service members. The U.S. European Command raising the alert level to Charlie. That is the highest it's been in nearly a decade. Let's bring in United States Marine veteran Kate Monroe to dive into this. Along with several facilities in Germany, U.S. Army bases in Italy, Romania, and Bulgaria have also received these threats. According to Stars and Stripes, are our troops overseas at greater risk, and why do you think that is?
I think troops all over the world are at greater risk. Our administration has put the entire world at risk, if you will. There's no finding out when you mess around in the world now. I mean, there's 3 world wars about to break out, and we are over here having our leader look completely crazy to the rest of the world. We are signaling to the rest of the world, go ahead and do whatever you want because we are not able to stop you. We don't have the appetite to stop you. We have put our nation at risk by leaving our border open as well. We have to do something better than this. When it comes to the general election, America, you have to think safety for us and for the world and for your families.
No, I agree. And, we talk a lot about the president's cognitive decline and not to bash the president, but you must consider the security threat that this would pose to the United States, especially the perception from other world leaders who are looking at our president and thinking he's not making any decisions himself. Somebody else is making the decisions. How weak does that make us look?
It makes us look very weak on the world stage. I mean, I actually just got driven back from LA back to San Diego by a man from Iran. And he said, the Middle East, Europe, everyone that lives there, we are the mockery of the world. Our president not only makes us look foolish, but when you have this level of insidious fecklessness, not just by our president, but by the entire administration, we have to do something about it. We have the lowest military recruiting we've ever had while we're about to do all of these wars, while we have all of these threats going on. We have to get it together. Enough is enough dog and pony and nonsense. We have to get back to the things that keep us safe.
Kate, we also have Marine veteran Chad Robichaud here with us now. Chad, I'm glad that you were able to talk to us as well. We're just talking about essentially the fact that so many U.S. troops that are serving overseas are at a greater risk, under the risk of Charlie, which is the highest risk level that they've been in some 10 to 12 years. It's not a good sign, and you must point the finger somewhere. So where else would you point it but the White House? We were just talking earlier about the disastrous pullout in Afghanistan and how that just left so many of our war heroes stranded and killed. And so the community, the military community, is feeling a very huge lull in pride in serving our country.
Yeah, when the White House is a weak place, the world is a dangerous place, and that's just a fact. That's a bipartisan fact, and we've seen that for the last 3 years. As President Biden has taken over the White House, the world has went up in flames, and the person who has to address those flames is our U.S. service members for national security and defend people around the world who can't defend themselves. It was atrocious in the debate the other night when President Biden said that he had lost no U.S. service members on his watch.
Oh, my gosh, I know.
He did. He did. Not to mention, several others, but the 13 service members from the withdrawal of Afghanistan. And our service members' lives are at risk because of the White House being weak right now and because of the decisions they're making in the White House. It affects our national security, and it puts our troops at risk.
And you wonder why morale is low. You wonder why recruitment is down, because there is no thanks, there's no gratitude, there's no acknowledgement, quite frankly, of the troops that were killed, specifically in Afghanistan, after the president himself on national television tells the whole world that no troops have died under his watch. It's an outright lie. It's not even a lie. You can't even cover up that lie. That's how bad it is. The Pentagon Deputy Press Secretary held a newser on Monday, Sabrina Singh, talking about due to combination of factors and not related to a single threat, but due to a combination of factors potentially impacting the safety and security of service members stationed in the European theater. U.S. European Command is taking steps to increase vigilance. I want to listen to this.
Due to a combination of factors and not related to a single threat, but it was due to a combination of factors potentially impacting the safety and security of service members stationed in the European theater. U.S. European Command is taking steps to increase vigilance.
Okay, so I mean they're taking steps to increase vigilance, but Kate, what does that mean exactly?
Well, if you go through what it means to be at the Charlie level, they are doing essentially what we would do here with our personnel. We would have them work from home. They are trying not to have all of these people on bases, in barbershops, in eateries. They are at a threat level that's serious enough where they actually believe something's going to happen. It's going to take them a considerable amount of time to get through their gates, to get to their actual job posts. It's a big holiday for us here in America, and it wouldn't surprise me if that is a day that any terrorist would use to come at us. But I think that they need to be very vigilant, and we need to be very vigilant here in America. There's not just threats for those bases there. We have terrorists inside our country now that would like to do the very same thing.
Thanks to open borders, that's right. I want each of you to just sort of touch on the fact that the holiday obviously today is a great opportunity to honor our America's troops and our veterans who need our help now more than ever. Both of you just quickly, share with us your reflections on July 4th and how your organizations are trying to help.
Yeah, for me at Mighty Oaks Foundation.
All right, Chad, go ahead first, and then Kate, you follow up.
No, I mean, both these organizations are incredible organizations that do so much to help our warriors. At Mighty Oaks Foundations, we're out on active duty basis, providing resiliency training for over 500,000 troops now over the last decade, and we have recovery programs that serves over 1,000 of our warriors every year at ranches around the country, free of charge. We even pay for their travel because of a grateful nation. And it's just a chance, today is just a chance to thank our troops for our freedoms and our independence that has been fought, bled, and died for by every warrior who's worn a uniform since 1775. And, I love our independence, I love our freedom, and we have our troops to thank for that.
You can go to mightyoaksprograms.org to find out how you can help veterans there. And Kate?
Yeah, I'm the CEO of VetComm, a publicly traded company, CEOS. We focus on veterans only and active duty military transitioning. To me, the 4th of July is our Independence Day. It takes quite a lot, though, of bloodshed and sacrifice to maintain our independence. And it took a lot for us to get there. So what we do is we focus on getting veterans paid by the VA. It's a very adversarial process. If any veterans are watching this, you could be owed up to $3,600 a month for life. And if you have tried and failed, we are here for you. And typically less than 90 days, we're able to get you across the line.
That is awesome.
I'd love to help you out, and happy 4th.
VetComm.us. That's 2 M's. VetComm.us.
Yes.
That's amazing. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for coming on this 4th. Kate Monroe, Chad Robichaud. Happy 4th to you both.